Hi, it's me, the autistic Gen X software developer with anxiety and depression. But some call me Tim. And today, I wanted to talk about a meme I saw. And it says that the Duffer Brothers, who make Stranger Things, want to continue to make TV shows with long release gaps. And then somebody commented, movies. The thing you actually want to make is movies. So funny story. My wife started watching this new show called Bon Appetit, Your Majesty, which is this, I don't know if it's a Korean drama or Japanese. I'm not sure. I didn't really watch it, but the point is there's a 3-star Michelin chef ends up going back in time and meeting the emperor of Japan or China or Korea or something, and doesn't know she's back in time. So the prince or the king is just like, how dare you do that? And she's like, oh, just shut up, you freaking asshole. So why do I bring this up? Yeah, look, it's better white. Why do I bring this up? Well, my wife started watching it yesterday and it was on all day. All day. And then it was evening. She turned it off. We're going to bed. I'm like, oh, how was that show? And she's like, oh, it's not done yet. I'm not done. You watched it all day. She's like, well, there's 8 episodes. And I'm like, okay. And then she said, well, each episode is like an hour and a half. Like, so movie. So that's 8 movies that you're watching. Those aren't episodes. An episode isn't an hour and a half long. That's a movie. In fact, an hour and 20 minutes is the length of some movies in the 80s. Like, yeah, that's not an episode. That's not a show with 8 episodes. Even if it was 8 hours, that's a long time. But no, 12 hours of what? That's 8 movies. She's sitting trying to get through 8 movies. And she thinks I'm nuts for watching 8 Mission Impossibles. Well, that'd be like if I watched them all in one day. Granted, a couple of them are not an hour and a half long. They're 2.5 hours long. But still, like, you get the point. But I don't understand why you got to take, like Wednesday, took 3 years to release 8 episodes of a show. Like, stop it. Yeah, we don't want that. I want a show to come out every year or every 6 months if you're only going to make 6 episodes. And I think the argument against this is, well, hey, if we do that kind of timeline, then the quality of this thing is going to be less. So I don't fucking care. I do not care if the quality is less. Take that show Sense8, which was an amazing show, and then it just died. Why? Because each episode cost so much to film because they had to film on location in 18 countries or some bullshit. And it's like, okay, well, just don't do that. I don't care where they are. I don't care if there was a green screen of Paris outside their window. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter. They could all be in the same state. They could all be in the same location, just separated by buildings. Like, I don't care. Like, more story, more of these characters. Like, the thing that made Sense8 great was the writing. It was the characters. It was the story. It was not the special effects or the location. All right? Nobody cares about that. Stop doing that. Make more. Just make them cheap. Like, I'd rather have cheap. I don't want to see. Okay, now some things, granted, they're going to have to be spectacular. Like, I don't think you could make a Lord of the Rings series cheaply, right? You expect quality above and beyond the movies. Fine. But for something like Stranger Things, you could have shot it like an 80s movie. It would have been more fun, first of all, with shitty cameras and, practical effects. And just make it like E.T., because it starts like E.T., just make it like E.T. It would have been so much more fun. But no, now it's turned into this ridiculous, I don't even know, science fiction where each episode is like a mini movie and they take hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, we don't need any of that. You know, please stop. I hate when there's a show. Okay, there's so much content to watch that when season 2 or 3 of a show comes out, I have to go back and watch season 1 and 2 because I don't remember what the hell happened because it was so long ago. Or I don't even watch the show. This is the other problem. I don't watch the show because is it going to be canceled? I don't know. So I'm like, well, until it gets to season 3, I'm not even sure I want to bother. And if people do that, they cancel the show because nobody's watching it. I don't get that vibe from Apple TV. You know, with the Studio and Severance and Foundation and all of these, I think Apple's doing it right. They're like, they committed to a vision and they see it through. At least that's the way it appears. But yeah, with a lot of other stuff, like I watch it, is great. We just watched, what did we watch? The Bondsman. Great season. It ended on a cliffhanger and it canceled the show. I'm like, again, why did I even watch this? It's one season. If they wrapped it up, okay. Like if you haven't seen the show Murderbot, that's how you do a show. The episodes are 30 minutes each and it ended. It ended. They can, if they never do another season, it was a great 8 episodes, right? It was a complete story from start to finish. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If you can't tell the story in 8 episodes, make 10. You know? And great. If everybody loves the show, everybody starts talking about it. Can't wait to see all these characters again. Then you go, oh, okay, we were going to make a brand new story, but it sounds like you love all these characters, so let's bring them back. You know, like they used to do when they listened to people over the summer and figured out what was happening. You know, and this happened with Stranger Things. That's the thing that's so frustrating about it, is they were doing that in the beginning, sort of, because the one character, the guy, he was supposed to be just a single season, and they ended up he's still in the show because everybody loved him, and that wasn't the plan. That was listening to the fans and giving them what they want. You know what we don't want? 4 years of a kid show where all the kids are adults now because you're so damn slow and you got to do everything by committee. And so it doesn't even make any sense anymore. It's like, hey, look at this teenage show and everybody's 25. You know, that's the reason they made a Harry Potter movie every year towards the end. In the beginning, they took a while between them. But then I remember there was a period of time where every like Thanksgiving and Christmas, there was another Harry Potter movie. They were cranking them out. I'm sorry, they could do a Harry Potter movie every year, and I love them and I watch them all the time, and they are still great. Now, how the hell can you do a Harry Potter movie every year, but you can't make 8 half-hour episodes? It takes you, or an hour? It takes you 4 years to do that? You're doing it wrong. Somebody's going to have to figure this out. Right? They're already like going back to regular TV again, where they release 3 episodes and then 1 a week. Just like, I don't know how it's been done since the dawn of television. I mean, having streaming and dropping a show is great. But you know, do you have to do that? I miss a soap opera. I would love a soap opera on Netflix. Could you imagine them trying to do 5 episodes a week, every week for 23 weeks? There's no way. I don't think they know how. I don't think they know how to do that anymore. Because they would have to cut so many corners. It would have to rely on good acting and good writing. Can't be doing that. So what I'm saying is, Hollywood, step the F up, get your shit together, and get her done. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the crap for the algorithm. And until next time, peace.